They have names like Gino Cappelletti and Earthquake Hunt. They comprise the all-time Patriots team, the old Boston Patriots. In 1963, these men fought their way into an American Football League championship game. But recent Patriots history is fraught with ups and downs. The legacy these men leave is a mixture of peaks and valleys, but the Boston Patriots are gone. Replaced by the New England Patriots with the league's youngest general manager in Upton Bell, a full term for head coach John Mazer, and a young team that has created a frenzied following. During 1971, over 500,000 fans provided tribute to their team in a beautiful new stadium dedicated in the words of Vince Lombardi.
I owe most everything to football, which I've spent the greater part of my life in. And I have never lost my respect, my admiration, nor my love for what I consider a great game. And each Sunday after the battle, one group savors victory, another group lives in the bitterness of defeat. And I've got to say that the quality of any man's life has got to be a full measure of that man's personal commitment to excellence and to victory, regardless what field he may be in.
One of Billy Sullivan's great personal commitments to New England's pro football fans was realized in the dedication of Schaefer Stadium.
Starting for the first time in a regular season game, at quarterback, number 16, Jim Plunkett.
The final new facet, Jim Plunkett, the man to lead the Patriots back to contention. On opening day, amidst all the newness, the Oakland Raiders bore witness to the birth of a team. With the grace and precision of a ballet company, the Plunkett-led Patriots offense scored 20 points in the second half. The defense was a symphony orchestra, the percussion section whose crash and thunder held the Raiders to just 6 points. In the end, the Patriots had a miracle 20-6 victory. In the end, the Raiders would attest that the New England Patriots are really new, that the New England Patriots are turning the corner. The Patriots' sunshine start on opening day was repeated only once during their first 7 games of 1971. That came on a rainy day in Foxborough against the New York Jets. Though the Patriots missed several interceptions, they held the once Armstrong Jets to 25 yards passing, while holding the New Yorkers scoreless for only the second time in their 12-year history. The Patriots' offense played as though in sunshine, as Plunkett passed for 2 touchdowns. Jim Nantz made NFL history with a 50-yard scoring burst. For Big Bo, the run made him the 15th man to gain over 5,000 yards rushing. For the Patriots, it was their first win over the Jets since 1965. But for the remainder of the first half of the season, the Patriots' success story was blurred. For John Mazer and his young team, the season began with 6 1970 playoff qualifiers in their first 7 games. They had beaten the Raiders, but they now matched muscle with the Detroit Lions, the Baltimore Colts, the Miami Dolphins, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Dallas Cowboys. Against Joe Schmidt's Lions, the anguish of adolescence was obvious. The growing pains continued against Baltimore, and 2 weeks later versus the Dolphins. New England flag of fortune hung limp. Still, the Patriots took something from every game. The difficult stretch toughened them. They never gave up, and with the resiliency of youth, they began to close the gap between themselves and the haves of the NFL. In the league's 6th week, the Patriots faced the eventual Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys. And against the NFC's second-best defense, the Patriots woke up for 21 points as Plunkett passed for 2 touchdowns. But 21 points were not enough, as the Patriots' defense could not contain the league's highest-scoring offense. In San Francisco, it was just the opposite. The offense could score only 10 points. Ten was nearly enough, for with 8 minutes to play, the Patriots trailed by only 3, thanks to a defense that twice sacked the nearly unsackable John Brodie and intercepted 3 of his passes. But the young Patriots offense could not take advantage. A short field goal went amiss, and late in the game, 2 fumbled punts led to 49er gold. Though the Patriots were maturing, the learning process would have to continue. The celebration would wait. With the horizon holding doubt, the Patriots summoned the strength that the first half of the season had built. In Week 8, Plunkett's rival gunslinger from Houston, Dan Pastorini, came to town for a shootout. In the early going, Plunkett held the hot hand, and the Patriots a 14-6 lead. But then the New England offense fell flat. Pastorini seized upon the Patriots' plight and shot the Oilers ahead 20-14. But now it was Pastorini's turn to face pressure. Finally, the defense forced a turnover when Don Webb safety blitzed the ball to Steve Kiner. And with less than 5 minutes to go, Nance rumbled in with the lead. Just 2 minutes later, the Patriots hiked the final to 28-20. Against Houston, New England scored 2 touchdowns in the last 6 minutes to win. Against Buffalo, they found another success formula. Unlike the Houston game, the defense sagged and gave up 33 points. Normally, 33 points is enough to win any game, but not on this day. This would be a day of magic, a day in which Plunkett completed just 9 passes, but 4 were for touchdowns. Included in his bombing run was an 80-yarder to Carl Garrett, the second longest touchdown pass in Patriots history. The 38-33 victory marked Jim Plunkett's first 4-touchdown day. It will not be his last. Not all days would be this sunny for Plunkett. 1 week later in Cleveland, Plunkett did not throw 4 touchdown passes. Instead, he threw 4 interceptions. Although Plunkett would ultimately be named the AFC Rookie of the Year, 1971 was the year Plunkett had to prove himself and overcome his mistakes. Amid the fumble, interception, and sack, Plunkett never panicked. Instead, he learned to escape the howl and onslaught of a collapsing pocket. Despite the knocks his excursions brought on, Plunkett accomplished what no quarterback had ever done. He became the first pro quarterback to play every down of every offensive series during a season. More importantly, he learned on every down of every series and became a complete quarterback, cool and confident. By season's end, Plunkett's spirals had found their mark for over 2,000 yards. His 19 touchdown passes was second highest in the NFL, and more than Joe Namath, Sonny Jurgensen, or any rookie quarterback had thrown since Charlie Connerly's 22 in 1948. Plunkett was only one half of a remarkable rookie success story. The other half was Randy Vataha, Plunkett's ex-teammate at Stanford. Drafted by the Rams, he was cut as being too small. But when the former Disneyland dwarf joined his college quarterback in the huddle, something magical happened. Vataha became the extension of Plunkett's arm, anticipating Plunkett's thinking. In his rookie year, Randy Vataha ranked third in the AFC in receptions with 51, gained nearly 900 yards, and scored 9 touchdowns, more than any Patriot receiver since 1962, and just one shy of the Patriots' record. The reunion of the 1971 Rose Bowl heroes was a delight to Patriots fans. No offense can function well without the big bodies of the interior line. For the Patriots line, no sacrifice was too great in the pursuit of yardage. Center John Morris, number 56. Guards Len St. Jean, number 60, and Hal Verhagen, number 62. Tackles Mike Mottler, number 64, and Tom Neville, number 77. The bodies that sacrificed so that the arm could function. The hands were those of the receivers, the soft, willowy hands of Ron Sellers, number 34. The clever, veteran hands of six-year man Eric Crabtree, number 10. The young, searching hands of second-year man Hubie Bryant, number 45. The vice grip hands of the tight ends, number 86, Roland Moss, a rookie. And five-year receiver Tom Beer, number 82, who emerged as the club's unsung hero. Indeed, the remarkable rookie season of Jim Plunkett could not have been accomplished without the Patriots' fine core of receivers and an offensive line that protected him as though he were a piece of priceless china. The legs of the Patriots' offense make the strong offensive body complete. The 28-year-old legs of Jim Nance carried him into the 5,000-yard club in 1971. "28-year-old legs that are bludgeons to shock off defenders or pistons to motor by them. Nance's running mate is Carl Garrett, number 30, who exploded in 1971 to surpass even his Rookie of the Year record. In 1971, Garrett whirled and twisted for 784 yards, ranking 5th in the AFC. The Roadrunner was back, leaving the Coyotes of the defense gasping in his tracks. As further proof of his return to form, Garrett was the Patriots' second leading receiver in catches and yards and was the team leader in punt and kickoff returns. So with new men contributing and the old guard back at attention, the Patriots pointed toward rematches with the Dolphins, Jets, and Colts. The largest crowd ever to witness a Patriot home game came to celebrate Jim Plunkett and Randy Vitaja's birthdays. 61,457 fans. And as a present, the Patriot offense exploded. When the fireworks were over, the birthday boys had combined for 2 touchdowns, and 27 points were on the board. The explosive Miami offense would not score a touchdown as the Patriots defense ran Butch and Sundance and the rest of the Dolphin gang out of town. Finally, the defense scored a touchdown themselves on Larry Carwell's interception and return. Carwell's return put the frosting on a 34-13 cakewalk. In the Miami game, the Patriots became the only team during the regular season to cause and recover a fumble by a Miami running back. It was no accident. The Patriots now played sound technical football, mixing it with the trademark of a good young unit, hitting. The old man of the defensive line was 10-year veteran Ike Lassiter, number 87. Second-year man Dennis Wergowski, number 70, was a starter early in the year, but he and Lassiter saw limited service due to injuries. For most of the season, the Patriots scrimmage prowlers formed one of the biggest, youngest, and toughest lines in the league. Dave Rose, 6'7", 280. Rowe is a 4-year man. Ron Berger, 6'8", 290. Berger is in his 3rd year. Art May, 6'4", 250. May is a rookie. Julius Adams, 6'3", 260, another rookie who was the standout defensive lineman for the Patriots and named to the all-rookie team. Behind the line is more youth. Middle linebacker Jim Shansky, number 50, is only in his 4th year, but he fills holes like a 10-year veteran. Ed Wyzakowski, number 66, is in his 5th year and has become a starter since coming from the Dolphins. But again, the stickout was the youngest of the unit. Number 57, Steve Kiner, in only his 2nd year, has become a thorn in the weak side of any team's offense. He's double tough on quarterbacks as the team's best blitzer and tied as its leading interceptor with 4. In fact, Kiner is double tough against anything. The secondary lends the experience to settle down the defense. John Outlaw is the youngest with 3 years as a pro. Larry Carwell has 7 years experience. Don Webb has 11. And Ricky Harris, 7. Tom Yannick, number 21, the team's punter, fills in with his 9 years in the league. All 5 men have experience. All 5 men spent the season knocking down runners and knocking down passes. In 1970, the Patriots had only 8 interceptions. But this season, they had 15 and became one of the best young defenses in the conference, despite the season-long absence of Darryl Johnson. Against the Dolphins, the defense did not give up a touchdown, and they continued their strong play in their rematch with the Jets. The Patriots had won the first meeting when Joe Namath hadn't played, but his presence in this game made no difference. The Patriots defense again made all the right plays, but it was one wrong play by the offense that cost the game. A fumble on their own 5 led to the Jets' touchdown and a 13-6 defeat. The loss wiped out any chance for a 500 season for the Patriots, but a win over the world champion Colts on closing day would make the season a glorious one. Moving against the league's best defense, the Patriot offense made all the big plays. Plunkett's pass to Bataha was the Patriots' first touchdown ever against the Colts, and the defense took the cue. The Colts came back with a drive of their own and reached the New England 5, but the Patriot defense now made the plays that the champion Colts have been making for years. New England's defense had denied the Colts a touchdown and later scored one of their own on Johnny Outlaw's 60-yard interception return. But once more, the Patriots met a critical situation. They faced 3rd and 11 from their own 12. The game still not won. Jim Plunkett's pass to Randy Bataha covered 88 yards, the longest pass play in Patriot history. But more important, it won the game. With one of the youngest teams in the league, the Patriots had beaten the Raiders, Dolphins, and Colts, and finished 6-8, a vast improvement over 1970's 2-12. And now the celebration was theirs. As every opponent before them, the Colts had learned that this young Patriot team was through with losing, that the New England Patriots are no longer turning the corner. They have already turned it.